F7, which is our new F123 division. Of course, this is the first time we've been on F123, streamed anyway, since we made the transition to F124 in the first place. However, we are back. We've got a new division started up, F7, and we have pretty much a full grid of drivers back on 23, because obviously we know how the state of F124 is. Yeah, I'll be your commentator for the rest of the season, hopefully, unless something out of my control happens. So get used to my voice, and I will be taking you through the season. Let me just send the stream link out, and then we are good to go for the stream. There we go. Stream link sent out. Let's get ready then. F123, of course, understeers a little bit wide on this game. But if the drivers are happy with that, then we should be all good. Sprint race today, I forgot to mention, actually. Should be very spicy. Austria. Some short track, very quick track. And I know we have some very quick drives in this lobby. It's going to be very tough with the names at the moment, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not too sure on pronunciations and stuff, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh, menu sounds so weird. I haven't been on this game in like half a year now, so we're just going to have to wait and see on this one. Of course, we have AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo back as well. Old liveries. We've got the Black Merc. Beautiful livery, in my opinion. It's, of course, representing AlphaTauri is Luke Boadam and Harry Brown. In the Alfa Romeos, we have Bartek Klardell and there is also Kalle Pulkkinen, but he's not here to my knowledge. I'll have a look at attendance. Yeah, Kalle will not be here today. I think we've got everything. Yeah, I think we've got everyone. Okay, yep, we're all good. Let's get going. F7. Let's get going then. Yeah, there are some very quick drivers here today though, so it may not be on the current F1 game, but it will be very competitive nonetheless. Okay, it looks dry in quali. We've got the F1 23 board in the background. Still so weird being on this game again. I have just been informed that I'm on the wrong account, but we will make do. Whoa, okay, that is really loud. I'm going to turn my game sound down. I'm sorry, you're going to have to miss a few moments of quality here. I have to turn that down. Oh, it's still blasting my ears. Oh, you can tell it's been a while. That should be able to do. Oh my. Is there a way to change, like, onboard audio? Onboard. Broadcast. You're missing the entirety of quality here, but, you know. Okay. It's still a bit loud, but it'll be fine. Okay. So, Tom is in the lead of quali as it stands. Of course, one shot before we head into the sprint. Darius Mazaheri has retired, as has Randinho and Bartek Klardau. And it will be Tom on pole with the 104.3. Regan McKinnon P2. Michello, who is the championship leader in P3. Crithium P4. Matthew Rongson P5. Black Wolf P6. Harry Brown in P7. And Oshis Terrorance P8, who is not cooking so far, I must say. What a lap there. 125.8 for the Red Bull driver. So that's quality. We also saw ADHD Luke, Apo Tulpo, and Marceau get DSQ'd. But, so your grid will be Tom, Regan McKinnon, Michello, Crithium, Matthew Rongson, Black Wolf, Harry Brown, Otis Terrorance, Istford, Bartek Klardau, Randinho, Darius Mazaheri, ADHD Luke, Apo Tulpo, and Marceau rounds out the grid, and we'll start from 15th. Short quality there, to be honest. Feels weird. Okay, so the cars will line up on the grid for the first time today. We have the sprint, I think it's 12 laps before we head into the 36-lap race. The main event, of course, tonight. $15 cars on the grid. And only one will take the win in this sprint. 12 laps, no strategy, just pure racing. Here we go. We have 5 red lights. And we're away for ERO F1 in Austria for the sprint race. Okay, we're off the line. Tom leads coming into turn 1. Michello's made it past Regan McKinnon. We look all clean at the back. Oh, never mind. No, we don't. Matthew Rongson is out of the sprint after colliding with Otis Terrorance, who may live up to his name there. Matthew Rongson out of the sprint on lap 1. Didn't even make it to turn 2. So the Haas of Rongson is out of the sprint. He will have a chance at redemption in the main race, and I can only imagine what he's saying in the chat right now. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not a happy bunny. Oh, Rongson, never change. Harry Brown's managed to get up to P5. Position change, he's gained 2 positions. Bartek Klardal's managed to make it from P10 to P6. Other big gainers, Darius Mazahari up 4 to P8. Apo Tulpo up to P9 from P14. And he's the biggest gainer here on that one, of course. The biggest loser being Matthew Wrongson after his retirement. Otis Terrence also not in the good books as it stands. Or on the nice list since we're coming up to Christmas. Here we go, right. We're back underway in the Austria sprint race. And Michello moves to the outside on Tom. Ooh, looked a little bit aggressive from the two of them. Michello does move in front. So Tom down to P2 now. We have a new race leader for the first time in this sprint and of this weekend so far. Of course, there's no option to change down to no ERS, so ERS 7 will be a lot different on 23 in this division. I think everyone's opted for those mediums. No, Tom's on the softs. So everyone on the mediums apart from the McLaren of Tom. Michello fastest lap, 106.975. Tom will have DRS on him coming up to turn 2 and turn 3. Does he burn any ERS? He doesn't. And he brakes early. Playing DRS chicken a little bit there. Just trying to get DRS for the straight after turn 3. It's crucial. He's going to have to move to the outside. Here we go. McLaren and Red Bull. We saw it so much in the real life season in 2024. And the McLaren to the outside. He gets that move done. Beautiful move down at turn 4 for Tom. Those the grip on those soft tyres working beautifully so far for the McLaren. Although Michello's coming back at him already. All over the back of the McLaren is that Red Bull. On slightly more ERS as well. Regan McKinnon burning a lot. And his teammates trying to stay desperately with him. Just about within that 1 second threshold for DRS. Harry Brown is the first of the cars that is not in that threshold. 1.7 seconds behind the second Williams. ADHD Luke sets the fastest lap of the sprint so far. And it looks like Apo Tulpo is fighting Darius Mazahari as Mazahari goes wide. Apo Tulpo goes past, as does Luke. Michello makes it past Tom as well. Tom will crucially have DRS though. I don't think he'll be able to go for a move back on the Red Bull though, at least this lap. Luke is really meaning business here as he goes past Darius Mazahari, and now he looks on the inside of Apo Tulpo. On the apex, he gets that move done as Apo Tulpo does spin on the curb and has managed to beat it on the grass. He does manage to get that back going though. So lap 4 of the sprint. Tom just trying to stay with Michello. Michello is looking very quick at the moment. Fastest lap, 106.214. Looking speedy is that Red Bull. Much like the Red Bull was in 2023 in real life. Really Michello transferring that into the game. Tom. He's going to look down inside at turn 3. He doesn't go for the move. He does take a very wide line to avoid going into the back of the Red Bull. That is going to compromise him here though. And Regan McKinnon gets compromised a little bit as well. The Williams not on much ERS, and Tom will manage to get 5 tenths behind the Red Bull by the end of the straight and the start of turn 4. Black Wolf side by side with Luke. Luke does get that move done. What a beautiful car that Mercedes was. I drove that on my ERO debut, which was Hungary a few seasons back on 23. Fun race that. Got pole, dropped down to last on lap 1. Ended up winning with red wing damage. Regan McKinnon had a little snap coming through the final corner there. front four are all staying together really nicely. That AlphaTauri is looking rapid. ADHD Luke, another fastest lap. He's looking blisteringly quick so far, and he's looking to get into the top 5 for the main race. Tom makes it past Michello. Tom will also have the DRS, so Regan McKinnon might be able to go past the Red Bull. He does go past the Red Bull. Will he look for a move on fellow British car McLaren of Tom? He doesn't. Luke is side by side with the Alfa Romeo of Bartek Klauder. He does manage to get that move pulled off. Black Wolf is fighting with Harry Brown. Harry Brown does concede the position. He is very low on ERS. Below 10%. Ooh, he does hit the gravel slightly as well there. Harry Brown not quite cooking. The top 4 are so close still. Like, you'd imagine that would be the case on 24, but 23 it's so much more difficult to stay with the front runners and really stay in the train. It's working beautifully for these 4. Regan McKinnon might get screwed by that 3 seconds though. Otis Terrence has made it past Quackalot as well. Quackalot doesn't have the pace at this point. Regan McKinnon takes the lead off the hands of Tom. Tom under pressure from Michello as well, who will also have DRS. On 100% ERS as well is the Red Bull. Tom, will he go for the move on McKinnon? He doesn't. He does decide not to go for that move. And Michello will stay on the back of the McLaren. And really, this is ideal for Tom. He'll still inherit the sprint win, and he has DRS to defend from the Red Bull. Gets on the curb slightly there, Michello. Regan McKinnon has nearly checked out actually. Black Wolf picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. The second in the sprint. Michello is burning. The first time we've really seen him use the DRS is Apo Tulpo picks up the third 3-second. Yeah, this is the first time we've really seen the Red Bull burn. He knows he needs to make this move and he needs to make it soon. He's all over the back of Tom now. They're both going to be burning. Regan McKinnon doesn't have much to burn. Michello stops burning and Tom looks for the move on Regan McKinnon. He's down the inside. A little bit of contact. There's big contact. Regan McKinnon is off into the wall and out of the sprint. Really, F1 24 makes you forget how different 23 was. The crash model there. That would have been a light touch on 24. And it sends Regan McKinnon into retirement from the sprint. It's just unfortunate from the two of them. I'm not sure what to comment on that one, to be honest. Not a major incident, but major outcome. Michello fastest lap. I think Tom might be a little bit out of this. He's far back. Crithium is falling back as well off Michello. So Crithi will really have to burn to stay in DRS. And he does manage to just about do so. Tom doesn't have the tyres at this point to stay in DRS range though, so he will drop back. And there goes his chances of winning the sprint out the window. Michello has burned everything now. He burned everything trying to get Crithi out of DRS, and he failed. So now Crithi has the major ERS advantage, and he'll have DRS. I think this has all really played into the hands of the Williams of Crithium. This Ford is in a wall. I was going to say he was fighting with Marceau, but he's not. He's in a wall. That Haas off in the gravel. You'd imagine he's missed his braking point to be that far off track. I don't really know what else could have happened to him. Crithi has like 50% more ERS than the Rebel with Michello. Otis Terrence is out. Oh, he's managed to bin it into the wall on the exit turn 1. Apo Tulpo is in. Okay. You can have fastest lap in the sprint, even though it doesn't reward a point. This Ford in as well. Crithilam does take the race, sprint lead. He does have 50% more ERS than Michello. Michello will pull alongside, he'll back out. There's no point going side by side through there on 24 or 23. It's never going to end well. It's Ford in the pits for soft. Michello really needs to burn no save ERS rather. And he tries a little bit there. We're on the penultimate lap of the sprint. Of course, this will decide where you start for the main race, and of course it also does reward a few points. Crithilam slow on the apex. Michello bumps the back of him, maybe a little bit frustrated at the speed of the Williams. He doesn't have much ERS, but he will have DRS. Should be a very, very interesting end to the sprint. We're already seeing beautiful action back on 23. And we're only in the first sprint commentated in ERO. Luke has managed to nearly catch up to Tom, by the way. I don't think he'll be able to get in DRS range, but really a valiant recovery from the F-Tara. Gone up 9 positions in this sprint. In a 12-lap race, that is beautiful. Right, Michello. He burns now. Both burn now. Michello has stopped burning. DRS could be crucial. Michello to the outside. Who breaks earlier? It's going to be Crithy. Michello doesn't know how much ERS Crithy has. So Crithy's just going to be able to burn it all. He's going to have ERS, DRS. Is it going to be enough? He's going to pull to the outside. Williams, Red Bull, 2 into turn 4. They're side by side. Not much space left by Michello. And Crithy has to back out. He's still got a lot of ERS left to use though. Can he find something in Sector 3? I don't know that he can. He's going to burn now, but I don't think it'll get him close enough. He's closing. He's closing. He's closing. He doesn't go for it. He should have sent that up the inside. It would have been dangerous, but it could have got him pole for the main race and the win in the sprint. Michello will win the sprint. He won in Australia for round 1 and he wins the sprint here in Austria. The Williams and the Red Bull side by side as we go over the finish line. Tom P3, ADHD Luke P4, Bartek Clardell P5, Darius Mazahari P6, Randinho P7, Blackwolf P8, Quackalot P9, Marceau will take P10, Apo Tulpo will take P11, and it'll be eventually Isfod in P12. Here comes the Haas now. And Isford, here we go. Up to the line. And across the line goes Isford. So your results in the sprint. Michello, Crithy, Tom, Luke, Bartek, Zolf, Randinho, Blackwolf, Quackalot, Marceau, Apo, Isford, and then your DNFs were Otis Terrence, Regan McKinnon and Matthew Wrongson, who quite funnily didn't make it 10 seconds into the race. You know. Spicy sprint, spicy end to the sprint. Now we have a lot more laps. This should be quite an interesting 36 lap race here in Austria. Matthew has already managed to put a report in. One interesting fella Matthew Wrongson is. So, 36 laps of action coming up in just a moment. So, here we go. 1 red light, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And we're away for the main race in Austria of European Racing Organisation F7. Michello leads coming into turn 1. Luke has already made it past the McLaren of Tom. He can't turn 1 though. That's one warning already to the McLaren. Quackalot's made it past Blackwolf. Blackwolf falling fast actually. Already losing loads of positions. Matthew Wrongson's made it up to P12. Already making 3 positions. That is very late on the brakes from Wrongson. And it's a little bit chaotic down in turn 3. Blackwolf is the big loser there. Luke has made it past Crithium already now. Luke on those softs is going to be very, very dangerous. Of course, the softs don't die as quickly as they did, as they do on 24. So really, the soft could be an interesting call from Luke here in the AlphaTauri. God, I want to say V-carb. AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri. Okay, he's in the AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. I do like the look of the AlphaTauri though, it's a very pretty car. The Alpha was okay. 2022 Alfa Romeo was very, very pretty, as was 2021. In fact, most of the Alphas were quite pretty. I'm just not the biggest fan of the 2023 one, to be honest. However, I do like the 2023 McLaren. Otis Terrence is in a wall. Tom has made it past Crithium. I actually have the 2023 McLaren on my desk as a Lego. Right, a Lego variant. Of course, DRS not enabled yet. It's enabled on lap 3 rather than lap 2. Being as it's 23 rather than 24. So, Red Bull versus AlphaTauri at the front. Red Bull versus Red Bull sister team. Let's see how this plays out. Michello versus Luke. And we've got someone off. Maru and Matthew Wrongson have hit each other and they are both out. Oh, very interesting place to kill each other. Black Wolf's in the pitch. You'd have to imagine that's damage considering the hards won't last that long. There's got to be damage, surely. It's not damage. Ah, he thinks it's still 24. Ah. Well, Matthew Wrongson is going to be throwing a fit. Matthew Wrongson is in fact throwing a fit. Head up, Wrongson. Regan McKinnon with a drive-through for speeding under VSC as well. Here we go, we're back underway. Michello getting a little bit loose over that card there, through the final corner. Whoa, Luke, snappy already. Maybe the softs are already starting to fall off. So the top 6 still in a train together. I do like the look of the 2023 Ferrari as well, actually. Got quite a few nice liveries. Like, yeah. There we go. Luke down the inside off Mugello. Turn 4, he makes it into the lead. Mugello doesn't get a chance to switch back. So that move is done. We have a new race leader. And I must say, it's been a long time coming. He was making progress in the sprint, and he makes progress now. He's into the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Quackalot is fighting with Zolf, Harry Brown and Darius Mazahari. Zolf makes it past Quackalot. Quackalot looking for a fight by the looks of it, as Mugello makes it past Quackalot's teammate, Luke, for the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix, although it may be short-lived here. Luke, he looks to the inside down at turn 4, and we have a repeat of lap 4. And Luke will make it into the lead once again. And if you can't tell, my throat is absolutely killing me. So that's probably why I sound a little bit cooked. Mugello is keeping up with Luke really well, actually. He's doing very, very well in that Red Bull. You'd imagine the softs would pull away rapidly, but it doesn't seem to be the case. As Mugello makes it past Luke down into turn 3. Tom a little bit too quick on the throttle there. And Luke is going to be on the outside for turn 4 this time. The inside line is so crucial most of the time. How crucial is it going to be this time? Luke has more grip. Can he pull it off on the outside? He's going to have the inside for turn 5. He doesn't send it back down the inside though, and he can't make that move. "30 laps still yet to go." Gordon across the line. Luke. He looks to the inside, down at turn 3. He backs out of it though. Luke's internet's playing up. So Luke, inside or outside? He can be shown the outside. That's the worst camera I've ever seen. So coming into turn 4 once again. Neck and neck on the exit. Luke goes slightly wide. And Tom might be able to capitalise on this as well. Can he try it around that side at turn 5? No. He could have gone for it, but he chose not to. So Mugello, Luke, Tom, Crithy, Bartek and Randinho still in that train. They've been in the train the whole race so far. And then it's a major 7-second gap to Apo Tulpo, Darius Mazahari and Harry Brown. Then Isfod's on his own, Regan McKinnon's on his own after that drive-through under VSC. Black Wolf's on his own as well, joined by Otis Terrence at the back end of the Red Bull. Really, each of them in no man's land. Darius Mazahari goes past Apo Tulpo there. Tulpo back up the inside. Can't quite put it off. Mazahari did get that traction. Luke starting to fall a little bit behind Marcello. Maybe the medium's feeling a little bit better than the softs here on lap 8. As we come on to lap 9. We're a quarter way through the race already. One quarter off the big 36 lap race. Still got plenty of laps to go. Luke stays behind, as you'd expect him to. He wasn't really close enough to make a dive. Luke still staying behind Marcello. One by one in this train at the front. Red Bull, Alpha Tauri, McLaren, Williams, Alfa Romeo and Ferrari. All of the top 6 in different cars. And Aston Martin in P7, and then the first repeated car is the Ferrari of Darius Mazahari in P8. Luke on the back of Marcello still. He looks to the inside for a second. Doesn't go for it though. Darius Mazahari makes it past Apo Tulpo down at turn 3. Tulpo's traction control really not helping him in this fight with Mazahari. Luke looks to the inside again. He's going to be alongside coming into the corner though. He doesn't quite have enough traction to pull it off on the exit, but he will burn a little bit of the RS and he'll open the rear wing and get that move done. Mercedes and Williams and Ferrari, are fighting down at turn 4. And Chrissy does manage to get that move done on Tom. Maybe the hard's starting to come into the game as well. The soft's dying, the medium's feeling pretty decent, and the hard's really coming alive after they have been a little bit dormant thus far. What I said about the soft being dead clearly doesn't seem to be true. Luke is starting to pull away a little bit. Did seem really on edge through the final few corners, really sharp and snappy. Really to the point and precise. Marcello. Oh, okay. That's an interesting line coming into turn 3. I think he wiped out some of the braking boards there. No, he did manage to avoid them. But he does also make it past Luke down at turn 4. Luke does manage to keep it alongside, but he will have to concede coming into turn 5. Bartek, Clado does make it past Tom. Darius Mazahari manages to make it past Apo Tulpo as well. Chrissy taking an interesting line down the straight. Trying not to get in the slipstream by the looks of it. Very weird tactic from Williams. So first I called the Williams a Mercedes and now a Haas. It's blue. I should know it's a Williams. Luke and Michello seem pretty equal coming into that braking zone. Michello does pick up the RS though. And Chrissy might be able to get past Luke now if Luke doesn't burn. Luke is burning. Chrissy's burning as well. And it'll be 2 wide, not 3 wide, although it did look like it would be 3 wide for a second. Luke is going to hold it on the outside at turn 4, but he'll have to tuck in for turn 5. If I'm Luke, I'm starting to think about boxing. 23 laps, mediums or hards. I reckon it's doable. This is when he's going to start to think about it. It's definitely an option going for this undercut. Doesn't go for it just yet though. It's for 3 seconds. Luke pulls alongside Michello. These two are going to fight once again. I think Michello was ahead over the line there. Neither of them were. Neither picked up DRS. And now Criffy needs to burn. He does burn. He's seen it. But he doesn't go for the move. You have to be going down the inside of the loop there, surely. I would be. And like he wasn't going to get Michello, but you had to try it on Luke at least. Crafty is looking quick though. Ooh, Michello a little bit snappy there. We're getting a little bit eager. Crafty taking his usual detour down the start-finish straight. And Luke makes it past Michello once again. Apo Tulpo 3 seconds. Michello can burn and he's going to move to the outside on Luke and he should be able to get that done before the corner. He does with ease. Chrissy falling off a little bit there. Half a second behind Luke. And Luke does finally make the decision into the box. Into the pits for the AlphaTauri. The first pit stop of the big 6 in this race. And he will be going for that undercut. Onto the mediums or hards is the question. He's onto the mediums. Luke will move on to the medium, so he's doing a softer medium. Quite an aggressive strategy. Krithi, Bartek and Randinho all on the hards. So this strategy should be interesting and maybe blow them out the water. Krithi takes the race lead now though. As Luke comes out between Apo Tulpo and Otis Terrorance, who's in a wall and out of the race. Safety car, surely. And it is. And Luke has been royally screwed here. He pits and then Otis Terrorance decides to pin it into a wall on the exit of turn 3. This is going to massively screw Luke over. So everyone will be pitting, surely. That is unfortunate for the AlphaTauri driver. Really could not be any worse timing. Well, will he come out in regards to the people he was fighting? He'll be behind them all. Never mind, he's in front of Randy now. but he's behind everyone else and on all of the tyres. Poor Luke. That safety car really did mess him up there. Amongst them, not the happiest of people right now, I must admit. Referring to being on AI chat GPT as well, which is one way to phrase it. Ferrari have reunited now though. Let's have a look at race director, shall we? Luke on 2 warnings. So Bartek on 2 warnings. Who else isn't that for that? Michello on 1 warning. I think that's about it for the top few drivers. Safety car in this lap. So a nice short safety car will be back underway. So it's down to Crithy when he wants to go. He goes now. Quite an early restart in my opinion. Does seem to catch the cars behind a little bit off guard though. Especially Randinho. That Ferrari's really falling off. Luke is looking quick already. He zoomed past Bartek. That AlphaTauri is a man on a mission. He wants that P1 back. Michello side by side with Crithy right now. That will help bring Luke back into it. Michello looking quick already though. There it is. Luke was on 2 warnings. He picks up his 3rd, and that's 3 seconds for the AlphaTauri driver. Pushing a little bit too hard. Darius Mazahari also picking up 3 seconds. Tom passing Crithy there. Crithy back down inside of him. Turn 3 side by side is always interesting. Tom gets more traction, he gets the position on the exit. So Tom moves in front of Cruthy there. Apo Tulpo fighting against Regan McKinnon. McKinnon makes it right around the outside before turn 5. Tulpo looked at a move on the Williams there, not able to pull it off. And McKinnon really wants to get past Darius Mazahari ASAP so he can get back into that leader's train, which Randinho is falling out of actually. "16 laps to go." Tom on the inside on Michello. He breaks Leia. There's a tiny bit of contact between the McLaren and the Red Bull. And you'd expect him to get the position here. He does. Michello down to P2. Tom takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix now. Regan McKinnon makes it past Darius Mazahari. Luke looking for the move on Cruthy. Darius Mazahari is off. Seems to have his full front wing still. So I think it was just a spin for the Ferrari driver. And Ireland's #1 driver. We should do an ERO World Cup. I'm gonna ask about that later. Since we've got an off season, we may as well do a World Cup. Oh, Michello, a little snap there. Bit more than a little snap actually. Did get very all over the place off the exit turn 3 there. Oh, here we go. Cruthy looking for a move on Tom as Tom looks for a move on Michello. Someone's off. Never mind. Darius Mazahari retires from the session. He's binned it in the pit entrance. Safety car for the second time today. But Darius Mazahari is... I'm getting him on comms with me. We're getting him on comms. Right, I've sent him an invite. Let's see if we can get the Irish man himself on comms. Darius Mazahari for you, ladies and gentlemen. What a pit entrance he's pulled off there. Now you'd imagine they'd be pitting. Tom is in, Michello in, Luke will no, he does come in. Bartek will stay out though. Regan McKinnon stays out on his 6 lap old hards. Harry Brown will stay out. Black Wolf in, Isford in. So all 11 cars should be very close. But it's fresh soft against old hards and old mediums. McKinnon and Brown are going to have to act as bodyguards for Bartek Hardo here. This should be a very interesting final few laps. Okay, Harry Brown and Regan McKinnon have both decided to pit now. So it is just Bartek Clardle now, staying out on his old tyres. Yikes. Here we go, safety car in this lap. Right, here we go. Bartek Clardle. And we could have Darius Mazahari joining us for comms any second now. So, we may have an Irishman joining the party at any point, really. But when will Bartek decide to go? I know last time it was a safety car, it was a very early restart. What will the Alfa Romeo do? When will he drop the brake and go full throttle? And it's going to be very late. He goes now. Here we go. So 4/10 is the gap. And he has a whole pack of starving, hungry dogs on fresh soft behind him. Aggressive chihuahuas. Just nipping at his heels, waiting to get a bite. Criffy's made it past Randinho. He has a full pack of aggressive pit bulls waiting to maul him like he's a 3-year-old defenceless child. What will he do with this whole pack behind him? Oh, they're getting very close to him already. They're already nipping his heels. Tom all over the back of him. And we're not even at the end of the first lap. How long can he put up with these chihuahuas? Will he be able to rescue anything? A podium? No! No is the answer. Tom's already made it past him, although he's going to put up a fight and hold it around the outside. No space left. That's dirty on the end of Tom. And now the floodgates have been opened. Michello's through. Luke is through as well. Down to P4 goes the defenceless child. Oh, there's Randinho off. Criffy also involved in that incident. It was the Ferrari and the Williams. Both off down at turn 1. Tom is being attacked by Michello. Michello makes it through down at turn 3. And you can see the lack of grip that Alfa Romeo of Bartek Clardle has. Already sliding. Tom on the outside of Michello. Through turn 4. He's not going to be able to hold it. He's going to try it through turn 5. No, he's going to have to tuck him behind though. And now he's got Luke on the back of him. All over that rear wing. And Randinho is off in the gravel at turn 5. Michelle Foster, like Regan McKinnon beats that. He's made it into the DRS train. Bit aggressive. Luke goes deep into turn 3. And Randinho, oh, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Looks so weird now. Michello. He's under pressure from Tom. Red Bull and McLaren, we saw this in the sprint. They're going to see it again now. DRS for Tom. Lap 29 of 36. Regan McKinnon fastest lap again. He made it past Bartek Cloudo. Tom on the inside of Michello. He's going to be there. He's going to have DRS on the exit as well. So Michello gets the better exit. But now Tom's going to have ERS to burn and he can use his DRS as well. Looks to the inside. Sends it down the inside. It's aggressive. He gets very snappy. And through goes Regan McKinnon. Beautiful move from the Williams there. Just got lucky. Right place, right time. Oh, and then he nearly spins it. A little bit too eager for Regan McKinnon though. But now he has to catch up to Michello. Otherwise, that Red Bull is pulling a gap. And he knows it. He's burning. He's burning, trying desperately to make that gap. And he's made that gap. Regan McKinnon will not have DRS down the start-finish straight. But now he should be burning. Michello's burning. Regan McKinnon will not have DRS after turn 1 either. On the run down to turn 3. Tom will need to get past Regan McKinnon ASAP. He gets the move done, but now they've got to work together. And if they don't work together, Michello's gone. He gets the win. This is really crucial. Regan McKinnon in DRS now. Luke is going to look for a move on Regan McKinnon, I think. Yep, down the inside he goes, down to turn 4. He's going to have to try it around the outside turn 5. This will be a ballsy move if he can pull it off. He tries it, round the outside. Beautiful move from Luke. He's done an Oscar Piastri, really copying the Australian driver after what he did in real life this year. Beautiful move from the AlphaTauri of Luke there. Really nice. Tom going very wide just before the final corner there. Luke has to burn. Tom fastest lap 105.5. Luke personal best lap as well, 106.1. There's someone off. That is Crithy off in the gravel. Does rejoin the circuit. And Tom is all over the back of Michello now. Apo Tulpo fighting with Black Wolf. Mercedes and Aston. We do have this absolute brawl at the front though, the top 4 still there. Regan McKinnon falling off even more though. It's really the top 3 in this race. Michello, Tom and Luke has that 3 seconds of course. It's not going to help him. Apo Tulpo makes it past Black Wolf, but Black Wolf was ghosted there. Crethy's managed to spin it again. Just lost all confidence and consistency by the looks of it. Warm red tyres now. It's just gone. Got away from him. Tom will go down the inside of Michello now, down at turn 3. Crithy yet to retire. Michello and Tom have both burned a lot of ERS. And Luke might be able to get round Michello here. He made a very nice move on Regan McKinnon round outside the turn 5 last lap. He's going to try it on Michello here. Not much space left and he can't get it done. It's virgin on dirty from Michello there. There's not much space left and aggressive but borderline dirty in my opinion. Michello. That's a dive and a half from Michello. Down inside turn 3. And it's going to work. What a beautiful dive from Michello. Really nice from the Red Bull driver down at turn 3. Aggressive, but beautiful at the same time. So aggressive doesn't have to be dirty all the time. If you can put it together, it's very nice to look at, very nice to watch. So Michello leads, coming on to lap 34 of 36. Top 4 still in a train. Blackwolf picks up a 3 seconds. He's in P6. Regan McKinnon doesn't have the ERS left to use there. Tom, he's going to pass Michello once again. Does it before the white line, and so will not have DRS down the straight after turn 3. So I think Michello will be able to get back past him now. Can Luke get past him as well? No. No, he will not. That will fight with Apo Tulpo still. The Mercedes will be passed by the Aston. Oh, Luke on the curb a little bit. Unsettled the rear end. Michello saved up 60% ERS now. Christie's finally made the decision to retire in the pits. This fod's fighting with Harry Brown as well. Tom, he's going to be on the back of Michello again. He doesn't send it. Unlike the Red Bull did to him, he doesn't send it. Luke's looking for him over on the McLaren as well. Can't get it. And Michello will lead coming on to lap 36 of 36 by the looks of it. Black Wolf and Apo Tulpo still flying. So Michello, he will lead on to 36 of 36 onto the final lap of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's been an enthralling race, to be honest. It's thrown up drama, chaos, bad strategical calls, spins, crashes, laughing at Darius. We've had some dive bombs. It's been a good race, to be honest. But only one can win it. The second round of the ERO F7 season. Let's have a look. Tom. He could be on the back of Michello. He won't go for the move here, though. He's going to go for it down the next straight. Will he be able to get it done? Can he get the exit needed to be able to get it done? They're both going to have ERS. Tom's going to have the DRS, but I don't think he'll be close enough. Coming to turn 4, and he's not close enough to dive. Michello leads, coming out of turn 4. On the run up to turn 5 now. Is he going to be able to find enough? I don't think so. I think Michello will win his second round in a row. Here we go. Michello. Yeah, he's not got it. Tom will not have enough. Michello will take the win here in Austria. Tom P2, Luke P3, Regan McKinnon P4, Bartek Claudel P5, Black Wolf and Apo Tulpo will come across the line hand in hand, side by side pretty much, but Black Wolf will take P6, Apo Tulpo P7. Harry Brown will take P9, he'll jump Apo Tulpo and take P7, Apo Tulpo P8 and Isfod in P9. Austrian Grand Prix is done. I believe the last ERO race until January. Well, that was a race and a half, I'll tell you that. So, Michello will take home P1 in both races today. And it'll be Tom P2, Luke P3, Regan McKinnon P4, Bartek Claudel P5, Blackwell P6, Harry Brown P7, Apo Tulpo in P8, Isford P9, and then your DNFs were Crithium P10. He will be counted as he did do most of the race. And then Randinho, Darius Mazahari, Otis Terrence, Marceau, and Matthew Rongson were your DNFs. And we will get race director as well, because why not? Not too many warnings, actually. I'm surprised. Well, well done to the lads. That was a good race. First commentated round of ERO F7. Okay, well, that is all from me. That is all from ERO F7 in Austria. And since nearly just said something I shouldn't say. Okay then. Nearly just said the wrong league name. Right. Since European Racing Organisation won't be back until the new year, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes. We're done. European Racing Organisation is done for 2024. It's been a good year for the league. Of course, I joined in 2023, so I've been around for a little bit now. Yeah, it's been a good year, I think. Not so much for the F1 game, but it is what it is. I think we're making the best of it, so, yeah. Merry Christmas to all of you and a Happy New Year when it comes. That is all from me. That's all from European Racing Organisation in 2024 and F7 for today. And I'll see you in 2025. Bye-bye.